High school football is off and running, and if you have not gotten this year's copy of CityScope Magazine's High School Football Edition, you need to get it, because not only is it going to give you great stories and insights into our area teams, it helps your local school's booster club as well, this year in an even bigger way. George Mullinex is here. I think this might be your favorite edition.
Oh, it definitely is.
You love them all.
Oh, yeah, this is really special.
It is, because it's a real community give back. So when I mentioned, you taught me earlier, a few years back, that all the proceeds from this are intended to help the area booster clubs. Is that right?
We provide the magazine to all the booster clubs at no cost, and then we promote it with help like you provide us, and we encourage their patrons of the school to purchase the magazine from the booster club, and then they keep 100% of the proceeds for their programs.
Okay, so this year though you thought, yeah, that's nice, but we can be a little bit nicer.
Well, yeah, so this year we have what is called the Golden Football, that is placed randomly in magazines that are provided to the booster clubs, and when they are found in the magazine and the person that finds it calls us with the secret code on the back, we donate $500 to their program. So this year we have 6 golden footballs that are out there today that hopefully will be redeemed, and will contribute $500 to each of their programs.
You know, Chattanooga is, it kind of runs the gamut of schools that have just lots of money to invest in their programs, and schools that don't really have a lot to invest. So how great that this gives everybody equal footing to be able to give back.
Well, it really helps, and we've talked to coaches and they'll say, look, $100 is really meaningful just to purchase the equipment for one of their players. So any way we can give back to the schools, you know, we'd like to do that, and it's important to us.
So if you're watching this morning and you don't have kids in school anymore, but you went to Tyner High School, or you know, whatever, Sail Creek is your alma mater.
Right.
You can still purchase these from their booster club, and you're giving back still to your school.
That's right. And then if you find the golden football and you call us with the code, we'll donate $500 to your school's football program.
Magazines, I think, have become a lost art. I love a good magazine, and you do too. It kind of just, it's so much fun. There's nothing like turning a page, nothing like seeing somebody you know, nothing like supporting your local people and your local business. So y'all began working on this when, George? Because this is a great magazine.
Well, we started in March for this particular publication, and you know, of course, we feature 41 teams that cross 9 different counties that compete in 13 different regions, and for every team we show the coach, the schedules, the rosters, statistics, and we show the players, and we show their full roster. So in total, we show over 2,200, show, list, or note over 2,200 high school athletes in this publication.
You make it different every year. You always have, obviously, the players and the coaches. I just saw one of the things that went by was the concession stand people. It takes a true team to have a successful football season.
Well, you know, football is definitely about the game, but it's also about the festivities and everything else that goes on around the game. And one of them happens to be the concession stands, and the volunteers that get there early, they stay late, they have special foods, they donate their time and energy to provide foods to the patrons of the football games every Friday night.
Right.
And so in this particular issue, we show several of those concession stand volunteer groups.
Right.
And we tell their funny stories and show some of their favorite foods.
I bet they do get some really good stories to tell.
They do.
As the season goes along. How do you choose the schools to profile?
Well, we have an editorial team, and we get together and talk about stories that we think would really be, you know, appealing to our readers. And we come up with stories, and then we go out and we, you know, talk to people in the community, and from that we come up with our stories and the people that we're going to include. So
you get to see a lot of this, as do I. It's so fun when you talk to somebody and you think a conversation's going to go one way, and then you learn all these new things about them. People are amazing, aren't they?
They really are, and that's what's fun about what we do. We tell the stories of our community. We tell things about people and show things about people in our community that are really fabulous to understand and to learn more about. And that's what's really special, I think, about what we do with CityScope Magazine, and we do HealthScope Magazine here in our community.
Right. So for the schools you're profiling, do you ever get feedback about how much it means to them?
All the time. You know, I'll give you a story. We hired a young man who works for us right now, And he played football 5 or 6 years ago for one of our local teams, and we were talking about this upcoming publication and how people will keep it and hold on to it because it's so special to be shown in the magazine or pictured in the magazine.
Yeah.
And he said, you know, it's interesting because I still have the 2 copies where I was shown almost 10 years ago.
Wow.
So it's very meaningful to people who are included, and it's done in such a positive way that it reflects well on them as individuals or as a group, and that's really what it's all about.
It's also kind of like the fountain of youth in a way in this magazine, because if you're a parent right now and you're part of those booster clubs, you already get it. But if your kids have been grown for a while, all you got to do is thumb through these pages and it takes you back to whatever year you were in high school.
Sure.
You see that same passion for these kids.
Sure, and I tell you, if you've been a mom of a high school athlete of any type, if they're pictured in a really pretty magazine, or they're listed or noted in a really pretty magazine,
Oh yeah.
it's really special to them.
Yeah.
And so you're really contributing to the fun of the game, but also what young athletes really enjoy about the game.
So we can get it preferably at our area school's booster club, right?
Right,
That's
right.
the best thing to do.
Right.
Watch for the golden ticket. What should they do? Just call the school and
Yeah,
find out?
Yeah, just check. Most of the people at their schools know that their booster clubs are,
Right.
or who the booster clubs are. Contact the head of the booster club, and you can purchase a magazine from them. And essentially, you're making a donation to their program.
Okay. Great work on your part.
Well, thanks so much.
You get a touchdown, George Mullinex. CityScopeMag.com is their website.